What's up, awesome guy here. And first, I'm just gonna ask you guys to leave me video suggestions below. I might start doing reviews depending on how I feel on that. Just let me know. Alright, this video is gonna contain spoilers, sorta, so you might want to leave now. This is my top 5 anime moments of 2018. This is not gonna have just pure fights in it. Like, I'll probably save that for another video. It might have one or two sort of fighting type of moments in it, or one fight, but you'll see. And starting with number 5, Escanor's introduction. Now this whole moment was pure savagery. This man was disrespectful to them. You have two commandments, Galen and Melascula, who were giving Bond and Jericho a run for their money. And then you have Escanor, the Lion Son of Pride, make his introduction and just wipe out both of them. Just wipe them out easily. Like, he got just a little scratch on his arm, and that's it. That's all they could do to him. It was just a great moment, and it showed you how prideful and disrespectful he was and how powerful he is. It definitely made it worth the wait for the final sin to be revealed. Now on to number 4, Rio's betrayal to the humans, or his betrayal to Akira. Okay, now this moment was just amazing and really crazy. Like, I know the finale of Devilman Crybaby was awesome and really well done, but just this moment and the whole plot twist of things was just really good to me, enough to make this list. Just the whole shock factor of his friend doing him that way. Now, he goes on TV pretty much to speak about demons. Akira, being his friend, thinking that everything's gonna go alright, that it'll be fine. But no, it goes completely south. You have everybody already anxious about demons and confused, and he goes on to say that humans are to blame for the demons, or that humans become demons pretty much, if they are simply dissatisfied with life or not happy with their life. And not only that, to make it worse, he calls out his friend Akira by name and says, oh, because his family left him overseas to live with another family or something, that's why that he's able to turn into a demon. Like, that's not cool, man. Like, that was not cool. Then, just by completely making it even worse, he says the only way to deal with it is to kill the humans that are dissatisfied, or to kill the humans that are gonna turn into demons before they can get you. Like, that's just horrible. This whole episode, or this whole moment, was just great to me. I think it was just really well done, and the music and the build up and the plot twist, it was just nice. Number 3, Kaede gets her memory back. Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. This moment right here was really sad and emotional. Like, this, our main character, like, he rarely shows a lot of emotion. So for us to see him be this way, it was just crazy. His sister, who he'd been taking care of for a few years after she lost her memory, and who he helped gain confidence to go back outside or to walk around and go back to school, just to get her memory back just like that. And then after, forget everything that you've done for her, or have a completely different personality to what you've raised, is just wild. As soon as he sees that she gets her memory back, he just goes outside in the rain and breaks down crying. And it hit him like a truck to know that the person he's been living with or raising for these past few years is gone and doesn't remember anything he did for her at all. And you see his wound open up in his chest. It starts bleeding, Like the whole moment was really sad. We got to see another side of him that we did not before, because he's been so strong and helping other people out through this whole series. Now we see him on the other end needing help, and him breaking down and feeling this way. I think this moment gave him a lot of development in his character, and that's why it's number three. Okay, number two is actually Bakugo versus Deku. Now this is a fight, but I'm not putting it on here just because of the fight itself, but because of the emotion and development that was in this fight. You have Bakugo, who looked up to All Might and had to be rescued by him, and you had All Might, who used his last of his power to defeat the villain, and Bakugo feeling that all the weight's on him, or that it's his fault. And then you have Deku as well, who now has to step up and stuff. And you have Bakugo again now realizing what happened between All Might and Deku. So him not liking that, or him having a conflict of ideals with Deku, they end up fighting, and it's just a really emotional moment for Bakugo and great development for him, I think. Him wanting to know why Deku, why him of all people, and that's how this whole thing sort of happens. And Bakugo takes the win, but I think they both came out a little bit different after this. Okay, finally, number one, Rimuru absorbs the orc disaster. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Okay, this moment right here was probably the most characterization we've gotten in this anime so far for a character besides Rimuru himself. Or at least during that time period, because later on after we know we get more characters and they develop as well. But pretty much they end up fighting for a little while, and you have the orc disaster, who gives us his reasoning and explains like why he did all of this and what was going on, that his people were given the starvation ability, which happened because of famine that happened to them. And he wanted to make sure his people were like could live or would be okay. So him doing that, it caused a lot of trouble for people. They would eat other races, eat each other even. Like it was really bad. So him knowing what he did wrong, eventually him and Rimuru get into a struggle, and Rimuru tries to absorb him. And he says, "Will you take my people's sins and my sins and absorb them?" Rimuru agrees, and now he knows that the people won't have to deal with the trouble he caused, because he knows a lot of other races aren't going to be completely sure now about the orcs. But it just goes to show you pretty much how much he do or go through to make sure his people lived well or were okay. Even though it wasn't a good choice to make, I can understand that perspective in a way, which is why I put it on this list. And it was just a really cool moment, I think. But anyways, I think that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I may make reviews, like I said, or more discussion videos, or maybe at some point I could have a guest or something talk with me on something, anything. I'm not sure. Don't forget to like or sub, and don't forget to comment your suggestions or if you liked the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.